Experts say food fortification is one of the simplest and most effective ways to improve public health. In Kenya, millers are increasingly stepping up to add essential nutrients to everyday foods such as maize flour, wheat flour and edible oils.
Fortification is the quiet revolution that turns staples into shields against malnutrition, hidden hunger, and stunted futures. It is the vitamin in our ugali, the iron in our flour, the promise of healthier children and stronger generations.
Food fortification means adding vitamins and minerals to staple foods that families consume daily. Health experts note that this helps prevent deficiencies that can cause serious health problems, especially among women and children.
In an era of global uncertainties, rising conflicts, disrupting supply chains, climate shocks testing our soils, and economic pressures squeezing every household, food sufficiency is no longer a luxury. It is the foundation upon which nations rise or falter.
The Millers for Nutrition initiative, launched in 2023, has been working with processors to ensure Kenyans get fortified products on their table.
Under the Millers for Nutrition program, through the support of some key partners that we have. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the Gates Foundation that has been supporting food fortification in Kenya for more than 8 years now. This is an industry-led coalition. We would not be able to do this without the support of the industry.
It collaborates with the Ministry of Health to improve premix standards, with the Kenya Bureau of Standards on testing, and with food companies on quality compliance.
One of the problems that we have in Kenya is aflatoxins. I think we all know that biggest challenge. One of the things that KMFI has done in Kenya is actually include a component of aflatoxin testing in the KMFI. So it means we're just not fortifying food that is unsafe, we're fortifying food that is safe.
The Kenya Millers Fortification Index now tracks 26 millers producing more than 100 brands, covering most of the wheat, maize and edible oil consumed in the country.
This year we had 26 companies participate in the index across maize millers, wheat millers and edible oil processors, and they represent about 113 top brands in the country for across these food vehicles. So what does that mean by category? So 17 companies, wheat flour milling companies that participated, represent about 67% of the market share of wheat that Kenya consumes. 17 again maize milling companies participated, and they represent about 55% of the maize market share in the country. And as much as they are small in numbers but very mighty, 4 edible oil companies covering more than half of the edible oil consumed in Kenya.
This year, Unga Limited emerged as the overall winner for the second year running, celebrated for its leadership in fortifying flour products with essential nutrients.
We want to continue to recognize good performance and encourage it, but we are not going to stop here. We want to make sure more of this medium and smaller size companies join this index. We want to make it easier to participate in, because the goal is to not get more than half of the food on our plates, to get all the food on our plates.
What we are talking about here is what for me I call the invisible ingredient. So it's about how, as manufacturers, as the industry, we relay that information about what that ingredient is in that packet that the consumer can see, and the benefits. Because there is, and you're right, the consumer is always looking at the price, but is not looking at the quality of the brand, and the difference sometimes is very small. So we can do, and I like what she's doing, do a better job of educating the consumer about the benefits of eating healthy.
With nearly 70% of Kenya's flour market now represented in the Fortification Index, experts believe consistent fortification will be a game changer in the fight against malnutrition, ensuring healthier families and a stronger nation.
Agriculture remains the backbone of our economy, contributing nearly half of our GDP, creating millions of jobs and driving exports that sustain us. When we secure our food, we unlock the energy to invest in education for our youth, innovation in our industries, and equity in our society. At the heart of that revolution stands the KMFI, a Kenyan-born innovation that has grown from a pilot with just 5 companies and 41 brands in 2022 to 34 companies, 155 brands, and 122 active participants today.
Fatma Chidagaya, K24, Nairobi.